Buying a new property is an exciting time. That moment when you finally, perhaps after weeks of checking out properties, find the lovely place where you think, this is the one, I can definitely see myself living here. Or perhaps you're simply buying as an investment, looking to secure a nice passive income from your buy. Regardless of why you're buying, understanding the legal aspects of purchasing a property, particularly abroad, can be tricky. In this video, we're going to delve into the legal aspects of real estate transactions in Portugal and the importance of having an experienced lawyer on your side. Hi there, my name is Amy and I'm a buyer's agent at Goldcrest, the independent property buying service here in Portugal. At Goldcrest, you the buyer are our primary concern, not the seller, and we will always negotiate the best possible deal for you, ensuring that you have the latest market intelligence and innovative valuation methods to make an informed decision. So, without further ado, let's get started. Whatever stage you're at in the buying process, having an experienced lawyer that specialises in property law by your side comes highly recommended. Particularly if you don't speak Portuguese, then they will make your journey to becoming a homeowner in Portugal as smooth as possible. And while costs will completely depend according to the type of price of property and the complexities of the purchase, expect costs to fall between 2,000 to 5,000 euros. Yes, a real estate lawyer can certainly help you with the purchase, and you'll be pleased to know that if you buy property in Portugal, there are no restrictions on foreigners buying a property in the country. Put simply, when acquiring property in Portugal, you'll have the same rights as a Portuguese citizen, which isn't bad, right? Property ownership rights are well protected and regulated by Portuguese law, so you shouldn't have any worries on this front. So, on to some of the more important legal aspects that you ought to be aware of. First up, Portuguese land registries. Portuguese land registries supervise the registration of ownership, title, description of the property, mortgages, and are organised on a local basis. Basically, this is where all the info on your property will be registered. There's also an important distinction in Portuguese law between greenfield sites, aka rural properties, and urban properties in accordance with their registered use on the land registry, in line with state land management and urban planning policies. This simply means that there are policies in place that are key in determining whether a greenfield site can be converted into an urban property and built upon. Make sure you check this out if you are buying property in Portugal, and working with a lawyer will help you to understand the intricacies of this. Now on to our next point is an important one, and you should definitely be aware of it. There are certain circumstances where you will need to secure prior authorization and a license from the City Hall to make modifications on a property. Often this license is only necessary if you're making changes to the building's main structure, roofing, or facade. It is best to double check with a lawyer as to whether this may apply to you. Next up, and this is quite an obvious one, but we can't stress it enough, do your due diligence, guys. Check, double check, and then triple check everything. You can never be too careful, and while this will obviously involve making sure both the interior and exterior of the property you're buying are in good condition, you'll also want to check out the seller. Make sure that you have all the documents that you need, that the seller is legally able to sell the property to you, and so on. Working with the lawyer that's well versed in this will ensure that no stones are left unturned and that you have a stress-free buying process. You don't want to be getting into complex legal situations regarding property ownership simply because you overlooked carrying out the due diligence checks. And lastly, but definitely not the least, is taxes. We'd like to give them a mention before we leave you. You'll need to consider taxes both at the time of the purchase and the taxes that you'll need to pay on an annual basis. You can check out our article below for more info on this, so you're fully clued up on what you'll need to pay and when. That's all from us, guys. Some key legal aspects that you should look out for. Some of the common legal issues that arise are related to land ownership, ensuring you're able to make modifications to properties and doing your diligence on the checks, both on the property and the seller. If you tick all these boxes and work with a trusted real estate lawyer, you should be well on your way to a smooth property buying process. Please don't also forget to hit like and subscribe, guys. My name's Amy and this is Goldcrest Insight.